Okay, so in my first video, I mentioned my friend Jenna. She does a daily video, which she hasn't done in over a week. So, I'm tossing a gauntlet at her. She told me a funny story, but I don't know if she's going to share this funny story, and I'm not going to share it for her. So, the challenge is for her to share a funny story of something that's gone on with her and her family. But I want this to be a friendly competition between her and I. This is going to be Colorado mom versus Kansas mom. And maybe one day her and I will be able to do a collaborative video between the two of us. And we'll be able to do the whole one-up deal of, okay, she tells a story and then I one-up her story and vice versa. Or I tell a story and she ones up my story. Because, well, let's just be honest here. Both of us live very, very crazy lives. Everything is just completely insane. She lives in Colorado. Colorado is notorious for their snow. And also at the same time, and that was her texting me that I was swiping away, where she lives at is notorious for, one, scorpions, and two, tarantulas. Two things that don't bother me. Me, on the other hand, where I live at in Kansas, we have spiders. I've heard a rumor of, the occasional scorpion, but like I said, rumor. We have armadillos, and I have seen them on the road as roadkill. We have snakes, which, I'm sorry, those are nope ropes. They are poison nope ropes, and I don't do them. We have many other critters. And as if you were to ask my son how I react to snakes, I guess it's quite comical because he went to let his chickens out one day, and a nope rope, as a friend of mine likes to refer to them, my friend Jana, was not having the fact that my son was going down there. And I sent the picture of this snake to a few people to get their input as to what this was. Come to find out, typical garter snake. But he was a little agitated. I wasn't having it. So in the process of not having it, I used a shovel on this little guy. He wasn't probably about maybe a foot long, somewhere in there-ish. And he was kind of striking at me, and I wasn't having that. Nope. Sorry. You strike at me, you're a dead one. So as I'm chopping this little sucker up with a shovel, I'm screaming, die, because the sucker is not dying. It's like, it's still opening its mouth and still like, ah! Well, as I'm screaming die at the snake, I guess one of the neighbors heard me. And when I got back to my phone, I had a text message from the neighbor asking me if everything was okay. I was like, well, I had a snake and I decided to chop it up. And he giggled and laughed and said, well, hey, at least you didn't call me because I'm afraid of snakes. During this whole conversation, my child is sitting there going, Mommy, are you Mrs. Calm now? Now, as if you know my family, there's this whole thing of you have to be Mr. Calm in order to process, to think clearly, to make decisions, and to make sure that you know what you are doing to know as if you're doing something that is right or as if you're doing wrong. Well, I looked at Maverick and I said, well, I'm calm now. He's like, nope, your hands are ice cold. You're the ice queen. I didn't know what more to say other than, well, as if you had dealt with that snake and chopped it up, you wouldn't be calm either, child. And he looked at me, he's like, well, I did say, hey, Mom, there's a snake. I didn't go around running around like a chicken with my head cut off yelling, snake, 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 die, die, die. Yeah, that was just, yeah. That's my fun excitement before we got our quote-unquote snow. And that's my story to top Jenna's Black Widow story. Maybe she'll come out with something to top me on this story.